What's up, you guys? This is Fang here, coming at you with a video I wasn't expecting to make due to me still being on break. So we got some update, a unfortunate slash fortunate update about the Sonic Origins music situation. No matter how you view this whole thing, I will say my thoughts and opinions about this whole thing after I present you all the information as followed. This was revealed on the official Sonic live stream.
I know one question that we've seen kind of over and over is, what is the situation on the music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles? So, while unfortunately we can't use all of the original sounds from the Sega Genesis version of the game, Jun Senoue has been working really hard to adapt the original music that was composed in 1993 for Sonic Origins. And he's been going so far as reproducing it with the same sound chip from the Sega Genesis and using his own digital audio tape collection.
Sorry about that, I had a call, so let's get back to this.
To make this like as faithful to the originals as possible. And I'm hoping we can get June on stream at some point to talk about this, because he's really excited about it, we're excited about it, and he's got a lot of really cool music projects that I feel you would really want to chat about. Let's see, chat. Do you want to...
So, people automatically said that it was the beta music. Now, of course, like I said, people are either for this or against it. I feel like there are more people for it because of the music situation, particularly Ice Cap, Hidden Bass, Carnival Night, the boss music, well, the Sonic 3 boss music, the Knuckles theme from Sonic 3, just the Sonic 3 part, not the and Knuckles part of Sonic 3. When they split up the two games. And the ending credits for Sonic 3, which later became Strangers in Moscow. I mean, it is Strangers in Moscow. Well, then Stealth put this out, and this basically double confirmed it. Cat's out of the bag. And then he added Katie, shared on today's Sonic live stream that it was in fact necessary to replace some of Sonic 3 and Knuckles music in Sonic Origins. I know this may be a disappointment to some, but we've all known for a long time that this would very likely happen. As Katie said, these tracks, originally presented in MIDI form in Sonic and Knuckles collection and unpolished in the Sonic 3 prototype, have recently been given an FM makeover by June for integration into the finished soundtrack. Don't ask me why this change is necessary now, and expect a solid answer. I actually don't have any more information on it than is already given. Well, that is already available to you. Given the apparent circumstances, though, it seems a reasonable compromise to have Sonic 3 be released on modern platforms. And then he later on and put an hour later, there's an put a distinction between MJ Sound Team and MJ. He doesn't necessarily have to have done anything to Sonic 3 for people who worked on songs, credited him to have worked on Sonic 3. Again, I don't have any information that wasn't already available to you. Now, is this shocking? No, it's not. Is it unfortunate? Yes. Let me find... Oh yeah, and apparently Takashi Iizuka also mentioned that they are interested in making a new Sonic Adventure game. But we'll see. We'll see. That could be a teaser or maybe not. We'll see. Let me find it here. There was an article, but basically Brad Buxter, who worked on Sonic 3 soundtrack, and who was also in The Jetsons, who wrote Hard Times, which later... Here we go. Can anyone think of any... Well, anyways, we'll go down to what Buxter said here. With Strangers in Moscow, Michael Jackson calls me at 10:30 in the morning. I go knock on his door, and I had under my arm a cassette player. I've been doing all the Sega Sonic Dash cues because the way Michael works is he'll tell Sega he'll do it, and then he says, Brad, you do it. Right? So I think we did one cue together with Michael one, and the rest I had to do myself. So I had the cassette on me. I had 41 cues on. And I said, I'm sure you want to hear the Sonic the Hedgehog." And he said, "No, just play something." And I played the first Stranger in Moscow, and then I came up with the chorus on the spot, and he loved it. So, and in a hour and a half, Stranger in Moscow was written. Stranger in Moscow has often linked closely with Sonic 3, as the game's end credits theme is extremely similar. Buxer's work on Escape Zone and Carbon Ice Zone is also linked to some of his previous music, the former with an unreleased Jetson song, the latter with Jackson's 1991 song Jam. So this discussions put the two songs close together. Michael Jackson is credited with composing the music for the game, and Sega has previously denied his involvement, though all the sources have claimed that his removal from the project is due to allegations. Buxer also claimed in 2016 that the musician wanted his name removed if they couldn't get it to sound better. Interesting, this interview shared in the anime comes just before the release of the upcoming Sonic Origins, which will include the first re-release of Sonic 3 Knuckles for the first time since 2009. Much debate has been held over what music will be used in the new compilation, with no clarification from Sega yet. So, what are my full thoughts and opinions about this? I don't like it. And honest, like, you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that yet again. I don't like this. I think that on one hand, though, too, I get it. I don't get why they have to do this, because Sonic 3 hasn't been able to have a proper re-release in years. The last re-release was on Steam in 2011, which is no longer on Steam, by the way. If you want the freaking OG version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you're gonna have to either dig out a Sega Genesis and buy the cartridges that way, or get a Sega Genesis Mini, download a ROM, and put it on there. Which luckily I did that. I actually put on Sonic 3 by itself, Sonic and Knuckles, and various versions of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, including the Sonic 3 prototype. And then, you can buy one of the older compilations. Now, some people may say, well, just go with Angel Island Revisited. The problem is, you need the actual version of Sonic 3 Knuckles on Steam in order to run Angel Island Revisited. So, unless they decide to allow ROMs to be used, Sonic Origins is the only way to play Sonic 3 Knuckles on the PC. Okay. I say that wrongly, and I can already hear the comments. They can use emulators. Okay, let me rephrase that here. Sonic Origins is the only way anyone can play Sonic 3 and Knuckles without emulation. In terms of modern hardware. With Sonic 1 Forever and Sonic 2 Absolute, you could actually download the actual APK file of the Christian Whitehead version of Sonic 1 and 2 and play those that way. I mean, you're getting the same experience as Sonic Origins with those, but like I said many times, I'm not going to compare the two versions because I do think Sonic Origins is important. I do think it is a very important release. And I'm personally looking forward to it, despite the whole soundtrack. And yesterday when I heard this news, I was angry. I was livid. I wasn't mad at Sega. Well, I kind of was. I said some stuff stupidly on Twitter. Nothing too bad. And I also said some stupid stuff in my Discord server. Because I was that angry. Because it's a big change. And unfortunately, autistic people can't handle change. But really, no one really can't handle change. But I do get why they have to do this. It's so that they can continuously re-release Sonic 3 and Knuckles in the future. I don't agree with it. Because I'm going to be honest. Only 2 out of the 3 beta tracks I actually like. The Ice Cap, the beta version of Ice Cap Zone, gets a hard no from me. The fact that they couldn't even get the rights for Ice Cap, considering that's not a Michael Jackson song at all, that's a Jetsons song, that's a Brad Buxer song, it's not an MJ song. Kind of tells like to me that the Jackson estate kind of takes credit for that song, doesn't it? I mean, I'm gonna assume that considering that's probably not gonna, that's not gonna be in it. So is it one of those things because of the fact that Brad Buxer worked on the Sonic 3 soundtrack at the same time he was working with Michael Jackson, that it's one of those stupid guilty by association sort of things? I'm going to be giving these new tracks a chance. And who knows, right? You know, there's still part of me that's holding out hope. Maybe something will change. But if I don't like any of the new tracks, then I'm sure that the modders will, correction. As long as the modders can make it to where you can put in Ice Cap Zone, I'll just do that. I don't mind the beta version of Launch Base, and I don't mind the beta version of Carnival Night. It's just the beta version of Ice Cap Zone, I was like, nope. So, yeah, and I do know when I have her edit this, I'm gonna have her try to put a censor bar over the certain 2 words in that article. It's, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I feel like everyone knew, even though that there was a lot of us that had hope. I mean, there were people legitimately angry to the point they were stopping their pre-orders. And to be honest, this does kind of take away from the definitive version of Sonic 3 Knuckles status, pretty much. Sorry about that. I'm going to have her edit out that little mic issues. And the fact that this does basically take away from the definitive version title of Sonic 3 Knuckles, and I will make a separate video. Actually, I'll just say my thoughts about that right here. Is that to me, a definitive version of any game is to where it is the best version of the original, which the Sonic Origins version of Sonic 3 Knuckles is already there. It just sucks that they don't have the original music. And therefore, despite all these cool changes, I hate to say this, but Angel Island Revisited is still going to be played long after Sonic Origins comes out. With us PC, with people that have, PCs, they'll be able to mod back in the old songs if they want to. But people on consoles, unless they decide to put out a DLC pack to where you can change the music if you want to, which could happen, it's not out of the realm of possibility. People on the Switch, the PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, the console folk, they're basically SOL, unless there's DLC. And, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say it here and be like, I'm not going to be a Sonic shill, right? Because even with Sonic Frontiers, I wasn't too sure about that game, but now I'm starting to slowly come around to it with every new piece of information. We're getting, like, Ian Flynn basically confirmed, but at the same time, not confirmed the fact that this story is going to be back to being serious again. I mean, heck, going by the prologue teaser, Knuckles is actually looking serious for once. So, I'm looking forward to the story, for sure. And, yeah, I mean, heck, Takashi Iizuka hinted at the fact that there could be a new Sonic Adventure game. I mean, and even that, too, that isn't, out of the realm of possibility. It's been 20 years since Sonic Adventure 2 originally released on the Sega Dreamcast on that, but as you can see that he hopes to use the lessons learned from Sonic Frontiers and apply them to a hypothetical future Sonic Adventure. Here's what he had to say. I mentioned this in previous interviews, but I would like to continue the Sonic Adventure series. Sonic Adventure will also contain smaller open spaces known as adventure fields. I think we've used what we learned with those in this game as well. I haven't thought about my next game yet, but I personally think it'd be nice if we could use what we learned with this game in Sonic Adventure. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Now, obviously, they're right. In Sonic Adventure 2, there wasn't no adventure fields, but Sonic 06, which is the closest thing we have to a hypothetical Sonic Adventure 3, although you could also say Heroes kind of is because it continues the storyline, and also Sonic Unleashed because of Sonic World Adventure, but it's only Sonic Adventure in name only with Sonic Unleashed. Gameplay, although it also has hub worlds too, so. Like I said, we don't have a true, proper Sonic Adventure 3 or Sonic Adventure 4, Sonic Adventure 5. Yes, I'm totally memeing at the fact that there's been multiple games that people have considered as Sonic Adventure 3. I mean, plus, too, there's, Sonic Advance 3. I love trolling people when they say SA3. It's like, oh, a sequel to Sonic Advance 3 would be sick. Let me tell you, if they do make a hypothetical Sonic Adventure 3, it's going to be confusing because people are going to be like SA3 or SA3. It's like, wait, SA3 or SA3? Oh, wait, Sonic Adventure 3 and Sonic Advance 3. And, so on one hand, this is good news. Now, this doesn't mean, let me make this clear. This does not mean Sonic Adventure 3 is coming. Is this good news? Yes. Does it mean anything? No. It's all up to them. Game development is a lot like making music, right? I could go out of my way and be like, you know what? I want to make a Black Sabbath style song and say, it sounds more like a Misfit song or a Metallica song by the end of it. Well, correction. Once again, I'm phrasing things wrong because I'm tired. It could start out like that, but then all of a sudden, I start playing the riffs faster and I say, it's like a more faster, thrashier Black Sabbath song. But anyways, let me know what you all think about this. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, guys.